Hugo said. Test 1. Makia Carey said. Hi.
Mikey said, let's go. 2 lives in one day. We'll cut it to the chase. We'll go fast and whatnot. Alright. So, I was able to do the errand outside of the Casa de Laurentos. Made it back. So now, back to the Little Science Project. AKA... Try to beef that up a little bit there. Okay. Let's go about right there. Oh, what is that black line? What is going on? Oh, Lord. Things are working and then they're not working. Come on, I see you in there, you little piece of junk. Hold on. Yeah, so that's basically what was happening. That was supposed to be scrolling and it wasn't. So, alright, where were we? Oh, I can put this up on the table. Alright, so I guess I'm going to put the battery cage back in, which is going to be fun. Because I got to line up these little things. That's always fun. Oh, and I dropped it. I need my other tweezers. My other tweezers are like sharp. They don't have the rubber pieces on them. They're supposed to be in here. Okay. They're in here. Come on. Welcome back to the lives, ladies and gentlemen. I can't find nothing. No, I can find it. I can find it. I can find it. I can find it. Maybe I can't. There's these. Ah, there we go. I got them. The variety of but I was looking for these particular ones. So when I pick up things like these little circle pieces and drop them, they relatively stay where I put them. So we're good with that. 1, 2. We're gonna get this. We're gonna put the screws in side here. I might change this out on another date, but I don't know. Right now, we're gonna be using it. So let's see what happens.
Makia Carey said, I'm working on some wire management in my Mayuz Ripper build with the Injora Rover and Bulrush's motor.
Nice. That was the main reason why I took this one apart. Everything was working good. But really wasn't liking the wire management 100%. It was all over the place. Like, look at this. This is the Endura Blue servo, the 7 kilogram. Look at how long they made this servo wire. Then I put in lights on the bumper. They wound up breaking on one side, and I left them in. I'm literally gonna just pull it off of the other side, and will not, because I'm just aggravated. The whole thing has to be redone for the bumper, so I have no lights on my bumper again. I'll solder my own lights or whatever when I get a chance.
Makia Carey said, I love the new brushless motor, but it has so much wires.
Yeah. You're talking about the new one that you said you got the new one that they released, right? Not this one. This is the MBL 32. You got the newer one. But yeah, they technically do have a lot of wiring now. But that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. Like, I gotta put this in there, and then I gotta get this to go in there. This doesn't need to be here anymore. And then I was trying to do this loom job, and that was aggravating me. Then this switch thing has all this wire.
Said, yes, the new Rover and that's out of stock.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, maybe I'll run through something that'll give you an idea on how to clean it up a little bit. I really don't even know what I'm gonna do myself right now, because I don't know if I'm keeping this lay down battery cage right here. I have the capabilities of printing out a 3D printed
Makia Carey
original cage that has a lip on it.
I tried to do the same thing and it did not work.
You tried to do the same thing and it didn't work. What same thing? Oh, the little top piece here? I'm just thinking right now, trying to see which way I want to go. I was trying not to keep this here because I wanted it to be...
Makia Carey said, I've seen people use a heat gun and wrap the wire around a screwdriver to shrink it.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. I'll show you that method. I think that's what I'm going to do with the servo wire. Yeah. See, I had the stuff mounted in here before, Think I might do that again. It was alright, it didn't bother me. The only thing I didn't like was when I lift the body up, the wires hang back and forth, but you're always gonna have something either here or there. Like look, this is the light kit and everything. So I don't know. It's
Makia Carey
always a decision to make up.
with the wire loom stuff.
Yeah. Let me zoom that out. Get these cables out of here. This switch doesn't even hardly fit through here. I got the wires. Got some more Velcro right there. Alright, so let me figure what I want to do here. My main thing is that the main thing is that no wires could go and touch the motor. So I definitely have to figure out if I'm gonna put a cover over it or not. I had 3D printed design something, but it's like a hit or miss. I don't know. Do not know 100% what I want to do. But this is basically the coiling method. So you wrap the wire around the screwdriver, and then you heat it up. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of people know this method. Some people like it, some people hate it. I feel like it cleans up the wires, so why hate it so much? Sometimes it does let go after a little bit. I've melted wires sometimes. See, that somewhat works, but then you got to figure out where you're going to put everything else. Like, I got the receiver, which I wanted to go on this side, or it could go back on the door.
Makia Carey said, the coil method looks good.
Thank you. Yeah, I like it. It's not too bad, but like I said, some people don't like it. Just doing it, or attempting to do it again over here. This is coming out like a rat's nest. It's gonna look like a bomb. I was probably better off braiding this one and then doing this. That is so horrible. Nah, that's too much. And I got this big thing. Oh, yeah. Time to do some wiring job, because I want to try to eliminate as much of this wire that I can. So you're gonna see me do things that people shouldn't do. So just prepare yourself. Some people might throw up. It happens. But here we go. So I'm gonna cut this here to try to minimize as much as I can on the wire. Hopefully I can utilize this for something else. I'm gonna throw that to the side there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna strip these back. Before we do all this, let me get the soldering gun up and running, because there's gonna be a lot of soldering. So let me get this stuff out of the way. I don't know what the heck that could go there. I need some water for this. I will be right back. Alright, so if you're just tuning in, we're trying to do some wire management, or I'm trying to do some wire management right now. I'm gonna go ballistic, how I used to do in my race cars back in the days, and I'm gonna start soldering things up to eliminate as much wire as possible. So if you're squeamish with that, change the channel. If you are cool with it, get ready to see some craziness. Got the soldering gun warming up. Got the flux. Boom. Gonna get some. We could clean up the wire with some loom. Got some loom here. Which is just gonna make the job more annoying, but let's see what we can do to make it pretty. Then everything I need. I have, oh my god. What is this? Half of the stuff in here is not even supposed to be. I'm looking for my heat shrink tubing. I had it in here, now I don't find it. So I'm gonna put this in something else. It's parts. If I need. So Endura says that you can solder on this mat, this Endura mat. You can. It withstands some fire and whatnot. But I'm using this because I might be using these arms. Hold on a second. Oop, sorry for that loud. Oh, I found the loom. Ah, sweet. Alright, cool. So it's either gonna be. Alright, I found the loom. We'll see what we do about dressing it up. Oh, I need my wire cutters. Get them right here. In the worst case scenario, let's clamp this thing up so that it stops moving all over the place. You guys see on the overhead what we're doing? That's good enough. It's probably going to be the angle that we're going with now. So I'm just going to strip down the wires a little bit. These are for the lights. Now, if you guys know, these are bulbs that I put in. And one of the bulbs rotates between colors. And I love that. So let's get these two together. So we're attaching the reds together, making sure there's no frays. We're gonna open up the flux. I'm gonna dunk it into the flux real quick. Gonna hit this one. All right. That one's good to go. I'm gonna grab another thing here. Grab another thing here to hold the wires where I want them. So you guys can see what we're doing. How's that? That's good. Is it too much light? Too much light on the top. Wow, this light is actually doing something. So we're gonna leave that on. Alright, so I got those two connected. We're gonna connect these two. I'm actually gonna recut this one. So I'm gonna cut that there. Just so they're trying to get them level with each other. I'm being lazy instead of grabbing something and dipping it and wiping it on there. So I'm definitely being lazy with that. All right. So those two are pretty much ready. Let's get this thing prepped.
Makia Carey said, "What's that stuff you're putting on the wires?"
This is called flux. So a long time ago, there was a company called Radio Shack. So soldering flux, what it does is it makes the solder go into the wires. So you know how there's a whole bunch of wires? If you twist them, when you use this, it makes it suck into the wires. So if I zoom in really good, you can pretty much see like it's, you know, I touched it real quick. So it's all in the wire and everything. They have different things for, they have ones that take away the solder, and they have ones that like repel the solder. They have ones that attract the solder. This one is like an attraction. It attracts it. So the solder wants to go where the liquid is. That's what causes a lot of the smoke, because it burns away and whatnot. So now this is a light switch. I'm cutting it open so that way I could get to these soldering points.
Makia Carey said, "Oh, okay, thank you. I didn't know that."
That's cool. You're welcome. Yeah, I didn't know it at first either. I found out after I started soldering and everything. I locked it. That was too much. Burnt it too much. Just want to melt it a little bit. There you go. Alrighty, so now So now just measure it out, cutting the length. And I'm going to take a piece of this, cut it. Stick it down the wires, or wrap it over the wires. Down onto the zip tie. Now I'm going to take the loom.
Casitas crawlers said, "What's up, y'all? You have to learn to solder if you are into RCs. I just made my own connector heat shrink, also a must."
Nice. Yeah, it's good to learn. It'll save you cost on getting custom things done. Oh man, come on. I'm on the live. You heard what I said? I said I'm on the live. Is it though? Is it? No, I'm just kidding. Alrighty, so now this is how I use this. Basically pull this back, you see this opens. So now I can put these over the connectors here, and then I push this and it helps slide it through. It just let go because I was trying to rush it, but let me start that over again. If the wires were perfectly lined up, it would do it a lot better. I was trying to keep it with this, but it came out. So now, either a screwdriver or a pick, you can pull them out the rest of the way. Pick would probably be easier. I think I put too much lube. Yep.
Casitas crawlers
There we go.
said, "I seriously need to get a arm clip or something, makes it much easier."
Yep. Oh yeah. Bought this thing for like, it's the plate and these alligator clips. I bought it for about like 25 bucks or something. So we got that, that's there. We're gonna cut another piece of this. I'm gonna get a scissor, so that way I'm not cutting this with a wire. Actually, I'm gonna get a straight scissor. If I have one. I know I have one. This drawer is not organized, so, oh, here it goes. I had an old hair cutting kit, and I never use.
Said,
I never use these
right
scissors.
Tools make the job much easier.
Oh yeah. Always. Always. All right, so we got the other piece of heat shrink. We're gonna wrap that over all of this. Slide it down. I'm gonna pull all this back. That could go back down there. And we're gonna go ahead and hit this. Get that a little bit closer. We're gonna hit this on the positive. It looks like I could stand to lose a little bit. These pieces are too long. So I'm gonna trim it back a little bit. That one, and then a little bit on the negative. There we go. I'm just gonna touch that, get that going. Negative is down. I mean, positive is down. Negative is down.
Casitas Crawlers said, it's been raining all day here in the Ojai area and a little snow on the mountains.
Oh, wow. I've had a lot of mist, and it's humid. Very, very humid over here. Alright, so I'm going to leave that just like that. And we're going to heat that up a little bit. We're going to heat the bottom one. Oh, nope, I want to turn this so the letters face the inside of the truck. There we go. There we go. Little roasted, toasted, don't ever hurt nobody. We got that good. We're good there. Ah, oh, okay, a little bit too much there, maybe. It gets hot quick, but it doesn't cool down quick. That's weird. All right. I wish I had some more of this clear, but I don't, because I would like to put this all back on. So we're going to peel and take that off. Alright, looking pretty decent. Alrighty. Is this bigger? So I just sized it up somewhat. That's where I want it to be. I need to drill a little hole right here, or burn a hole through. So I'm gonna burn a hole through. So basically what I'm gonna do is take a screwdriver, just then I'm gonna take this, push it out, and just burn. Pretty much just burn a hole through right there. So the reason why I want that hole, I'm gonna hang that screwdriver back up so it doesn't burn anybody. This is a little light on here, so I'm gonna line that up with this. So we're gonna put this down. And cover that a little bit. Where's that light? It looks like it right there. So you see the white. Hold this right there, and then I'm gonna warm this bad boy up. Oh, warmed it up too much. Might have to revisit that hole. So that's about as much as it's going to shrink. Let's see if we can get that screwdriver back to get that. Hole punched out. Looks like I need a pick. So if you're watching and you're thinking, wow, that looks bad, it does a little bit. But I can see the little light if it has to flicker and whatnot. So this is staying right there. I'm gonna go a couple inches. About right here. Cut that off. I'm going to separate these leads. That one really needs to be, there it goes.
Casitas crawlers said, actually doesn't look bad.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dip it in the dipping sauce. Boom, 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 boom. Get that little guy to hold that. Now, I haven't been favoring the camera, so I apologize if you've missed certain angles. One, two, three. All right.
Casitas crawlers said, I need the Injora bug body. I've seen some very nice builds.
Is it out yet? Oh, you're talking about they made one for the 118 scale. They're making it. They said they're also making one for 110 scale as well. But I'm waiting for the 118, and I'll probably grab one. It looks good. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I like it. I don't run the 124 scales that much. So So we're gonna drop this on channel 3. Yeah, I'm gonna drop this on channel 3. I hope I can get to the soldering points. Or enough to it where it don't mess it up.
Casitas Crawlers said, I have only one 24 scale my original SCX Jeep. I really like the 18th scale.
Same. I actually have 2. I actually have 3. But I was kind of nostalgic with the C10s that they have. So I bought a couple of them. Ooh, that's scorched. So yeah, I have 2 C10, 124 scales, and 1 power wagon. AKA like the gladiator body or whatever you would say. Should I just let this go inside? Looks like it's easier to go inside. It's so crazy, some of the intricate things that we do to these RC cars. The 110 scale, the 118 scale, the 124 scale. Like, there's time put in. So now, if I'm not mistaken...
Casitas Crawlers said, Rob's Fab makes a good bolt-on hop-up kit for 24S.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at some of them. That's on oh my god, what is that called? Etsy. I have a kit that I want to do a video on. I have a kit, but I can't find the link to the guy, and I have the name of the thing. I'll grab it in a minute, or if anything. But yeah, I got a body. It's supposed to be like a comp crawler kit body, but I can't find to put the link. I can't find them again on Etsy to put the link.
Casitas Crawlers said, Most people have no clue about RCs. I was out crawling and a gentleman was watching and asking questions and said that RCs seem like a secret society. Face with tears of joy.
It does sometimes because it definitely does sometimes. Like when I go out, sometimes I try not to be seen and stuff. Um, Sometimes I just want to enjoy, and a lot of people, certain people, ask a lot of questions, which sometimes I don't mind answering it, but there's sometimes where I just want to be left alone and enjoy the car or the hobby or what I'm doing. So yeah, it depends on the person, but it also depends on the location too.
Casitas crawlers said. People are amazed how good crawlers are.
Oh yeah, of course, 100%. I had an older guy watching me crawl up a rock with my defender, and it was funny because the defender's not even the real crawler one. It just was doing it.
Nothing Stock 83 said. What's up, everyone?
What's up, 83? Just breaking stuff here.
Casitas crawlers said. Victory hand.
Oh yeah, so I couldn't even talk to the guy, but he was watching the defender do its thing, going up, you know, up the rock on a real good vertical and everything. I was even surprised. Like, so he was like, "Oh, it's good," da-da. And I was like, "Yeah, because it's heavy," And then I let him hold it, and he was like, "Oh," like really, really shocked on how much it weighed. I was like, "Yeah, that's how." He goes, "Oh, okay, okay, okay." I was like, "Yeah, that's how it sticks." Ah, this could be a bad decision. Not like I haven't had them before. But yeah, that was funny. His face when he held the truck. I definitely would benefit with a magnifying glass. Right about now. There we go. I don't know why I used to do this when I was younger. did.
Nothing Stock 83 said, "Are you permanently connecting lights to the receiver?"
Yes, sir. Because I don't want a whole bunch of... I don't want a whole bunch of wire mess. The only problem is that I haven't done this since I was a teenager. And then I'm seeing now how hard it is to see. I used to do this with my speed controllers and all that. One time it actually held the car together because of my wiring. But back then I used to race I used to race sedans on the asphalt. This crawler is not going to be doing crazy speeds and everything like that, so... And getting hit by another crawler or anything, unless it falls down a mountain or a rock face. Yeah, so... I believe I didn't trip down the things enough, but we'll find out. We'll find out when it burns out. Let's find out. I can't wait. I want to see now. Let's see here. Where's that other wire? There it goes. Negative. Turn. What's that? Where's the battery? Where's the battery? I'm gonna use my... Nope. I gotta use the big battery. Where's the connector now? I can't even find the connector now for the battery. I think I might have thrown it on the side over here somewhere. Oh, this is it. Oh my god. Sitting right here in front of me. Come on, I just dropped the whole thing of screws. Don't even bother. It's all over the place. Yeah, if you want to. Alright, so the lights are working. You can see them right here. So they are wired up. I thought this was a different channel on here, so that's good on that. Nothing's smoking, nothing's burning, and that's hardwired. So if I put this in its place, it's okay. I appreciate you trying. Thank you. Oh, nice. Would you hear it when you came running?
Yeah.
Rescue me!
It sounds like glass. That's all.
Oh no. Alright, so we got the receiver back in there. Let me see. My wife just got home. What time is it? It's that late?
It's 6:30.
Really?
Yeah.
No, took me longer than I thought. Guess we ain't gonna get as far with this one as we thought, boys. I'm gonna go say hello to my wife. I'll be right back. Where's the button? Oh, there it goes. Boop. Alright, so we got that set up. Now, I'm going to... I might stop the live because my wife just got home. So... Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what to do here. So we have this whole thing that has to get in. Which, honestly... I had designed something to go on top of here. I just don't think it'll work right. Just because it mounts on these two brackets here and it's not... I don't think it's perfect. I will not. We could get the double decker and try to figure it out. Or we could just mount this to the back window here. What do you guys think about the back window? Or you think that's too much weight? This isn't even that heavy. How heavy is this? So you got that there. It would just be this and that we could coil up, coil that one up and get that there. Unless I could get it on the side here. No, there's too many wires. Doesn't have enough play for that. Just cut a hole through the hood and put this in the hood, right? Like it's the engine. It could go back here because you can't really see in the back anyway. So like there won't be anything that it's blocking. All right, let's mock it up. Let's mock it up and see how it looks. This. Where's my drill? Gotta see how it's gonna work. That one went too much. One side I did not enough, the other side I did too much. Alright. The license plate is getting stuck now. tire's getting stuck. Alright, we're good. Alright, so I'm just gonna do it with a piece of I'm gonna stick it up there with a piece of double-sided ruler. We're gonna see what we're gonna do with everything else. So alright, so the wires for the motor are on this side. So what I'm gonna do is plug this in here. And then it looks like it won't open up that much when this is connected. So we're gonna go ahead and set this up for some double-sided sticker. So this is for the switch. So I'm going to put the switch on this inner fender. I forgot what used to be there. Couple things to deal with here. Can't even see. Alright, so I got it mounted on the back windshield. Huh? Do I want to try any more? Oh no. Thank you. Alright. guys probably can't see on the camera, but I'm trying to get this. Button out here. Jesus Christ.
Makia Carey said, "That rig looks good."
Thank you. Trying to figure out where to put this button. Try to put it where I can reach it. Thank you, Maki. Definitely got some of the wires cleaned up. Maybe I should go ahead and put this on this side? Nope. Maybe on the front windshield?
Casitas Crawlers said, "Back had to get my Amazon package batteries for the radios and LiPo adapters."
Nice. Very, very nice. I'm trying to figure out where to put this button. Alright, I'm just gonna strap it down here on the side. Hopefully it'll work right there. That might be too much up against the receiver. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I can't even fit my fat fingers in here to plug this thing in. Check that out. I can't even hardly see it. Alright. Unbelievably, nothing is touching the motor. And yes, you heard me right. I said unbelievably. Because I can't believe it myself. Alright, so let's see. We got this wire here. Does this even come up enough to get this in here? Oh my goodness. I just forgot that this is a different plug. I have it. I'm gonna have to program this thing now, but we got the plug.
Cetus Crawlers said, are you using 2s or 3s batteries?
3S right now. That's a 3S battery that I just picked up a couple months back. Alright. No. Turn off. So my stupidity didn't hook this up to the computer yet. And I gotta do that. So that's gonna be fun. Let's pull that wire out. Where's the program thing? Alright, I'm gonna try to program this real quick. We'll be right back. If it doesn't program right away, I'll be right back before the counter's up.
Cetus Crawlers said, I've been looking at small 3s batteries for my Capra UTV. I have the mini fusion in it, but I've been running it on 2s.
Oh, I'll show you these when I come back. All right, so ran out of time. Still hooking it up. Show you guys right now. So right now, this is where I'm at. I'm hooking up these parameters here. Where is this thing? So this is it right here. All right. So it says we have the 1721 in there. So it says motor poles, which is, where is that? I don't even see that one. Oh, whatever. We got the Calvin to jump it up. It says to cut it to 28, but I can't even get it there. That one's to 14. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Motor poles 14, and then this one down to 7. It will not do. Oh. We'll do 2800. So I'm going to put it at 2820. We'll see how it works. Save settings. It's not one thing, it's another. Voltage cut off to 350. Wait. Let's see now. $200. That's on 50. Low voltage cutoff. 350. And then disables that. Save settings. Boom, boom, boom. Let's close connection and see if that's it. So that's no longer on their website either. So if you guys are looking for that, you're not going to find it on their website. All right, let's get back over to the desk and I'll see you guys over there in a second. All right. So it looked like that title didn't even play either, huh? My program is really messing up. They're doing updates to it, but I think they're having problems. Plug this bad boy in. Take it off its wheels because yeah, I forgot to reverse it on the inside. Alright, we're gonna have to do that here. It's not calibration. Channel reverse. There we go. So everything else should be the same. That was the lights. So the headlights still work. Casitas, if you're still there, I'll show you the battery in a second. Let's see how it does crawling up the wall over there. Okay, hold on. Alright, so it's fidgeting.
Casitas crawlers said, "Call me hand."
Alright, so the OFC is working, or whatever they call it. This truck is so torqued down, it's ridiculous. Alright, so we can see the green light on the inside. Got the red light for the... If you see that red light right there, that's the hole that we made in the loom to see the red light turn on the headlights. So everything's working. I see trim. Where's trim? No. Trim settings, yeah. Oh, that's theme. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. I said trim, I put them theme. So I'm assuming there's a thunderstorm coming, because it just thundered. $17, it just started moving. $16, it's moving. You can see it back here. 9 it stopped, or 15 it stopped, 15%. So we're gonna go to 16%, it's moving. And we're gonna watch it crawl over this obstacle by itself, and that's the slow crawl that it has now. That's crazy. Crazy right now. So I'm a little mad because the loom dropped down. That's for the lights. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set this thing up. These front tires are moving so fast, they're like almost dragging the back tire. Because the back tires are so torqued down. That is slow crawl. Look at that. You're gonna come down over the... I wonder how much the motor is turning. Can you guys see the... Yes, you see the motor revolving?
Casitas crawlers. Said.
There you go.
FOC.
Yeah, FOC, that was what it was called. So you can see the motor crawling, you can see the gears moving. It's crazy slow. Alright, let's put that sucker back to 0. So one button reset, she's back to 0. We're good to go. I have a ridiculously amount of torque twist. Making some screaming noises I don't like. Once I find out what that is, I'll take care of it. Might be the differentials because they're so torqued down now. So it's not easy, but I can get my finger inside the fender to the driver door where I put the switch. So that's not bad.
Casitas crawlers. Said. I'm putting new line on my fishing reel and watching.
Nice. Alright, Casitas, this is your this is the 3S that I've been using for the past couple of months or whatever. It's just a little bit bigger than the factory battery. So I'm gonna hold it. It's almost just as wide. It's almost just as long. It's maybe about like 5 or 10 millimeters. I'd say probably 10 millimeters right here over, or 5. Anywhere between 5 and 10. I'm not a millimeter partition. And then it's almost 1.5 the thickness. So that's flat right there with the thickness of it. The other thing is it has this cable as well as this one. These are the cables that it comes with, the connectors. I do not know the names of these. Well, this is the, obviously I know what that was. This is the, oh god, the balancing lead. Excuse me. And then whatever the one they call this one. Alright, so that's pretty much it. That's the name of the company. That's the milliamps. You can find it on Amazon. That's where I got these from. I picked up 2 of them. Very, very big difference with the performance.
Casitas Crawlers said, I saw that one. I have a connector that will work with it. I'm getting 2.
Perfect. Yeah, I bought a 2-pack as well. They also, certain Endura stuff, they have these connectors. Like the adapter to adapt to this connector and everything. But, you know what you're doing. You can switch it up to whatever connector you use. And everything. I gotta
Casitas
clean up a little bit.
Said, JST connector.
Yeah, the yellow ones are JST. Or whatever. I don't know what the red ones are called. Alright, let's get some of this stuff back. Alright, with that being said, the truck is running.
Casitas
So-
Crawlers said, I have a bunch of Z batteries, some of my favorites.
Nice, yeah, I took the recommendation from what was that? 2FM RC or whatever.
Said, I have that exact adapter.
Perfect. Yeah, I want to switch this out to the metal one. I'm going to cut the feed and I'm going to do that. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you everybody for stopping by. As always. And this light does nothing anymore. It's so crazy. Alright, thank you everybody for stopping by. Hope you guys were entertained. No, just kidding. Till the next time. Which is probably going to be next weekend or something. Alright, see you guys then. Later.